ago, our next guest performed a gold-winning performance that captivated the nation, making them the most successful ice dancing partnership of a generation.
This week, Torvill and Dean head to Sarajevo, the site of their 1984 Olympics triumph, to recreate the highlight of every Dancing on Ice series so far.
Just captivating. We now go live to Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean over at the Elstree Studios. Good morning to you. My goodness me, I went to bed having just watched you on the telly last night, and here you are back on the ice rink already. What time do you get back into work?
Well, they just have sleeping bags behind the set here, and we just jump into those.
So you're straight into rehearsals for next week's show the morning after, are you?
Yeah, the morning after, yeah. It's a team challenge next week, so we've got all the boys, and we're starting the process.
We've got Gareth Gates here this morning. He's just a tad on the hungover side.
Yeah, but
so that's going to be interesting a bit later
on. He was having a commiseration night then, was he?
Yes, yeah, after we lost him from the show last night.
Gareth did great. Yeah, one of his best skates.
Yeah, I thought it was, actually. Yeah, it was a shame. Right at the very end. Pulled it out the bag. Too late. Let's get down to the business in hand, because this is a very big week for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, we're sort of excited and nervous at the same time to be going back to Sarajevo, to the actual arena where we won the Olympics all those years ago.
30 years ago. It's 30 years, February 14th, when we skated Bolero.
So when you go about sort of preparing for this routine, what have you been doing? Because it's going to be the full four and a half minutes, is it?
Yeah, we've had to train at an ice rink, Alexandra Palace, because we needed to use a full Olympic size. So we've been going there. Apart from our work in the studio during the week, we've had to fit in sessions there so that we can actually spread it out and get used to the big size again.
Would you ever have believed that 30 years ago, when you won that medal, that you'd still be doing it now?
No, absolutely not. No, you know, we got to the Olympics, and we knew that we were going on to the World Championships 6 weeks later. After that, we had no plans. So to be here 30 years later and going back to the site where we won the Olympics, it's mind-blowing for us, I think.
And you're going to do it as it was on that day, because I know for Dancing on Ice, you've done versions of, and we've adapted it, we've had the drummers in and the orchestras and things, but this is back to the original.
Very close.
We're using the piece that we used last year for the series, which is actually about 4 minutes long. So it's not quite exactly the same. We have a few differences in there, but most of it is. Most of it you'll recognise from the original.
So you're going to do the splits?
He's doing the splits, yeah.
Are you?
Ow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Very good.
I have to see Sharon a lot afterwards.
Sharon the physio.
Am I right in thinking that after this Friday, after the 30th anniversary has been and gone, that is it? I mean, you are really and truly saying goodbye to Bolero.
Well, we're taking it on tour for the last tour, most probably of Bolero, but I feel that most probably it's the right time. You know, it's been a part of us and it's been a good friend, but 30 years is a long time to be doing something.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of reports in the newspaper this weekend of the fact that you had said, right, we're retiring, that's it, Chris is going to go back to Colorado, and that's the end of the partnership. How true is that?
It's not true. It's just because this is the last series of Dancing on Ice and the last Dancing on Ice tour. But we don't intend retiring or hanging up the skates. We've got other projects in mind. So you're excited about moving forward?
We did it once before in 1998, and we did it privately and quietly. But then Dancing on Ice called us up, and we got back on the ice. And I don't think we'll say that we're ever going to retire again now. Never say never.
No, and also imagine it'll be a big sort of wrench for both of you because you've been in each other's lives for so long. To suddenly sort of have that split, it would be really tough, I imagine.
Well, we did it, as I say, in 1998. That was the decision, and it was a big decision to make. I moved country, everything I knew, skating, Jane, it all kind of stopped, and it was a shock to the system, and it was quite emotional.
I don't think we'll do it again.
We can't go through that again.
Watching the Winter Olympics now and our amazing skaters, how come we've never really reached the high levels that you would imagine that we would? I can sort of get it if facilities are hard to come by, but there are ice rinks all over the place. So how come we're not the best in the world?
There are ice rinks, but there's not necessarily the infrastructure. There isn't the seed, you know, the young talent of encouraging them in, bringing them, and then supporting them all the way through. You know, other events. Let's talk about Summer Olympics, like the cycling, the swimming, the diving. They have a really strong depth of field because of the infrastructure, and we don't have that at the moment, and that's something that we'd like to get more involved with.
Can I just mention that we're actually taking a team of British skaters over to Sarajevo to perform in the show with us, so we're excited to have them along with us, and I think it'll be a great experience for them too.
Oh, what
Yeah,
an experience of a lifetime, I would have thought.
Absolutely, incredible.
When do you go?
And go Team GB out there, by the way.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
we wanted to get that into the show last night. It was a bit odd trying to shoehorn it into a show about 1984. But I know that you desperately wanted to send your good wishes to Team GB.
Absolutely. We're total Olympic fans, and we're watching it all the time. And Jenny Jones yesterday gave a lot of inspiration to the team, I think.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
and
wonderful.
our skaters,
Penny
and Nick, are doing really well, and I think they're going to have a good showing at the Olympics.
Terrific. Thanks, guys. Well, enjoy your final massive, great public Sarajevo Bolero.
Yes, enjoy, and we'll be
Thank
watching
you.
it. Thank
See
you
you on
very
tour.
much.
Thank you.
Get back to rehearsals.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.